Hello boys and girls, and welcome to my preview of Arsenal's up and coming FA Cup tie against Preston North End this Saturday evening. So we're getting a break away from the Premier League action, and after Tuesday night's diabolical performance against Bournemouth, I actually cannot wait. We're moving to FA Cup action, and we've got a very tricky tie away from home at Preston North End. This game will not be easy, and just like Bournemouth, they will put us under a lot of pressure, and if our defence is not up to scratch, we will get found out again. So what do we know about Preston? Well, they currently play in the Sky Bet Championship. They're 11th in the table. They've scored 33 goals and conceded 32. Their top goal scorer is Jordan Hugill with 6, so they haven't really got a prolific scorer in their team. That said, we cannot take them for granted. We cannot take them lightly. You know about the FA Cup, the magic of the FA Cup. Let's not be one of those teams that gets done over in the third round. Realistically, this is Arsenal's best chance of silverware this season. Or should I say sadly? I'll go more with sadly, because for me it's not good enough. Not good enough at all. We should be aiming higher and concentrating on winning the Premier League and the Champions League. For me, the FA Cup is a brilliant trophy, very prestigious, but it's third on the list for a club the size of Arsenal. That's not being big-headed, that is reality. But as I said, this is possibly our most realistic chance at silverware this season. And of course, in recent years, it's the trophy that's actually got Arsene Wenger out of jail. We have won this competition the most times in its history, 12 times alongside Manchester United, who are the current holders. Like I said, this will not be an easy game. Preston is not an easy place to go to. They might be 11th in the Championship, but they are only 6 points off the playoff places. They've caused a lot of teams a lot of problems in the league this year, and if we take them lightly, we could be another one that they cause problems to. In their last match, they beat Burton Albion 1-0, and like I said, I got to keep saying this, it will not be an easy game. But let's remember, we are Arsenal. We are the Premiership side, and it's down to us to go there and take the game by the scruff of the neck. If we do that early and start dominating them, then I feel that we can start to open them up. But again, it's down to the players. So with that in mind, let's get into my Arsenal 1 to 11. So in goal, David Ospina. I actually feel this guy is unlucky not to be playing in the Premier League right now, given the fact that Cech has been so inconsistent this season. He's played all 6 Champions League matches this season, and we are unbeaten. So for me, no doubt about it, David Ospina goes in goal. At right back, I'm going to put Gabriel. I'm going to take Hector Bellerin out of the firing line. He had one of his worst games of the season against Bournemouth. Just come back from injury. Give him a little breather, give him a little break. Stick Gabriel in at right back. In at left back, Nacho Monreal. Simple reason we haven't got any other left backs. Arsene Wenger said today that Kieran Gibbs is not ready, so the only person that we have got is Nacho Monreal. My centre backs for this one, Mustafi. Now, I don't think he should have started against Bournemouth. This was the ideal game for him to bed back into the team and to get up to speed. So for me, there's no doubt that Mustafi will start this game. Alongside him, Rob Holding. Every time I've watched this boy this season, I've been so impressed with him. Never looked out of place within the team. So Rob Holding comes into that central defensive role alongside Mustafi. Into the midfield area, and this is where I feel we've got a few little problems at the moment. El Nenny's at the African Cup of Nations. Coquelin picked up an injury at Bournemouth, which will actually keep him out for the next 4 weeks or so, and I'm actually gutted about that, because for me he's probably been our most consistent player this season and 2016. With that said, I don't feel we have any other choice than to play Granit Xhaka and Aaron Ramsey. Now, I'm not Aaron Ramsey's biggest fan, but maybe the fact that Coquelin is injured, Cazorla's injured, and as I said, El Nenny's in the African Cup of Nations, will give him a few matches to try and get his confidence back. Can we start to see the Aaron Ramsey that we see for Wales? Or are we going to keep seeing this underperforming, sideways, backwards passing that is just frustrating everybody? Like I said, Xhaka's alongside him. Now, I rate this guy very highly, but he's really annoyed me over the last few weeks. He's jumping into tackles and he's giving away stupid penalties. He's done the same against Bournemouth, just like he did against Stoke, and he's got to cut that out of his game. On the right-hand side of midfield, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, I feel he should have been starting against Bournemouth, but hey, what do I know? But this is Preston, it is the FA Cup, and I feel this is a game that he definitely will start. On the left-hand side of midfield, Jeff Rennie Adelaide. Now I know some of you might think, whoa, that's a big call, but Arsene does like to put 1 or 2 youngsters in with some of the experienced players in games like this in the FA Cup. I just feel that he may get the nod for this one. Theo Walcott still touch and go whether to return. Danny Welbeck will not start the game. If anything, he will be on the bench. Alexis Sanchez is being rested completely. So for me, Jeff Rennie Adelaide starts on the left-hand side. In the number 10 role, Alex Iwobi. He should never have come out there against Bournemouth. He was brilliant against Crystal Palace. Why did Arsene change things round? Why did he shift him back onto the wing and put Aaron Ramsey in there? In my preview before Bournemouth, I put Iwobi back on the wing because I thought Mesut Ozil will be back. That's the only way that I could see Iwobi being taken out of there, if Ozil was fit. But Wenger puts Ramsey there. And up front, Lucas Perez. Now I know it's touch and go at the moment whether he's going to play or not because Arsene said he has got a little knock on his ankle. But I am hoping that he overcomes that and he will be able to play. Now he was excellent when he come on against Bournemouth. Scored a very crucial goal at a very crucial time. And he's really starting to show what he's made of now within this team. He deserves a start and let's stick him in his more usual role up front. Quite a lot of changes to this team, but these are full internationals. And these are players that should actually be going out there to try and prove a point to the manager. Trying to prove a point that they're ready for first team action and put pressure on the players that are currently ahead of them within the 1 to 11. I must keep stressing that this is going to be a difficult game. We must not take Preston lightly just because they're a championship side. We have to take it seriously and we have to be professional. We do that, go out there with the right mentality and we will win this game and progress to the 4th round. So there we have it. My preview, my 1 to 11. Let me know what your 1 to 11 will be. Let me know what your score predictions will be. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and leave them comments. And as I always say, Arsenal, do not let me down. Even though you did against Bournemouth and Everton and Man City.